Welcome to Ideas Before Bed. Today we are going to paint with cheese sauce. If you've forgotten how to make cheese sauce paint, you're going to need white cheddar powder, and then you're going to mix about 2 parts powder with 1 part water. For example, 2 tablespoons of white cheddar powder and 1 tablespoon of water, and use that calculation to make as much paint as you need. Then you're going to want to take some food coloring and then maybe look up some color theory, just to make sure you want to get the colors that you want. The colors that you need will be texted down here. So we're not going to be painting with paintbrushes. We're going to go free form with finger painting. Reason why is because I didn't want to ruin my paintbrushes. The texture to make this paint is kind of like puffy paint, and you can get a really cool kind of 3D structure with it. We have a beautiful white canvas from Blick, and also from Blick we also have a mini tabletop easel to keep it upright. Anyways, let's get started. So we are going to start with our green, since we're going to paint a little cactus. And don't worry, I know it's free form can be very scary. A lot of people like, especially myself as an artist, I like to be real perfectionist. I'm going to give like a little curve to this cactus, but feel free whatever you're kind of feeling. We're not going to give it the texture right now, we're just laying it all out. So you might be wondering, why cactus? Well, it's been really gloomy in New York City, and seeing a cactus reminds me of sunshine and the summer, and I really like that. All right, let's give this cactus a little bigger base. So I'm gonna grab a big glop of paint, and we're gonna make this a little bigger. There we go. And since I want to give it some, I guess, movement in the painting, we're gonna kind of diagonal the base. Now that we have our base, we are going to give it little arms. When I say a cactus, I usually see little arms connected to it, so it's like it's given a little big hug. And it's okay to not have a perfect base, and there's no, outline to it. It's your interpretation of a cactus, and there's all sorts of different cactuses out there. Or is it cacti? Not really sure about that, but I just know that cactuses are beautiful in their own way. How about we give a little buddy to hold on the arm? There we go. Alright, now that I'm going to go in to this cactus and just put a little more paint to give it, because we're eventually going to give this little cactus some texture to it. So just give it a little glop. So there's basically, you don't want to see too much of the canvas popping through. You just want to give it a little base layer like that. So now, in order to not mix the colors, we're gonna wipe our hand. You're gonna go paper towel and wipe it off like you're wiping the devil away.
Beat the devil out of it.
That was a Bob Ross reference. That didn't sound right, and I got cheese sauce on my pants, and it's okay. Painting is messy. So don't wear anything expensive while you're painting with cheese sauce. So now we're going to go in and we're going to do the vase or flower pot that's going in. I'm going to use blue because I feel like they complement each other, green and blue. I think on the color wheel there is green is the opposite of purple. Yeah, I know a little bit of color 3. So with the flower pot, we're going to give this also texture. So we're going to go in and we're going to have the base layer, but eventually, you know how flower pots have a little bit of I forgot that rim, so yeah, we're gonna leave a little bit in that area, a little space, so we don't kind of blend the colors until when we want to. I think that's looking great. How's that looking? So now that we kind of have our base, we're gonna smooth it out just to a different kind of texture from what we want from the cactus. So for me, I'm just going to do like a very side-to-side motion. There we go. Like water. Now, here's the fun part. You're going to grab a big glop of whatever color you're using for the flower pot, and then we're going to kind of like dab it in. So I like to use 2 hands. I think my partner's coming home. It's not him. Hey, what are you doing? I'm painting with cheese sauce. You good? I'm good. All right. 2 hands. And then we're going to kind of scoop it in just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just want big blops, just different amount of like 3D oomph from the flower pot base. There we go. And it's going to blend in with the green, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, this is finger painting. Alright, now we're going to kind of shape it, like sculpt it out. We want to paint this a little fast because we don't want any of the, I guess, the cheese sauce to kind of go down. So, there we go. There we go. So I'm going to get some more. I don't want to mix in the green anymore, so we're going to wipe off the blue paint. There we go. And we're just going to clean up where the green is showing up. There we go. And I'm going to kind of give the flower base like that, just a little bit of texture. So it's just a little different. So I'm using an up motion to give it that little oomph. Kind of went over the edge over there, so we're just going to get another glop of blue and just patch it right in. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. And you might be asking yourself, can you eat this cheese sauce? Very cheesy. I shouldn't put that I ate, but it's very cheesy. All right, let's give the cactus spikes. And if you feel like the cactus spikes aren't coming out to your liking, you can get more of the cactus and just paint over it like that. A little more of the green. Because I don't think I'm liking the spikes. They're not popping out like I'd want it to. Alright, and then we're just gonna boop, 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 boop. Little spikes. Alright, I think that's looking great. Alright, now we're gonna get our other hand with our pink, and then we're going to go in with our flowers. I don't think I made the pink texture a little great, so I need to add a little more water. I'll be right back. Alright. Hello everyone, hello, I am back. So yeah, if you leave out the cheese sauce for too long, it's going to harden a little bit and you're going to want to mix it and maybe add some more water. But I think this is a good consistency. Oh yeah, that's great. Alright, let's go in with our flowers. Now, if you want to give a different texture in the spike, then just kind of dab it in again and make a little swirl. Dab it again, make a little swirl. And I think I'm going to give it a big flower on top. That's looking great. And if you want to go in with little small flowers, so let's go. And it's okay that the green and pink mix in because it's part of the cactus. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to fix up the pink a little bit. Maybe add in a little swirl. So that is our cactus. We gotta let it dry. I'm gonna show you what it might look like texture-wise when it's all nice and dry. Here we are. This cactus was a test that I did yesterday, and you know, there is a bit of cracking on the cheese sauce base layer of the flower pot, but as you can see, the spikes are still there, very sharp. Well, not sharp enough that's gonna hurt, but you get what I mean. And the different textures and colors keep its shape. So since we used a lot more paint, you're gonna want to lay it flat to dry or else it's going to run down. My flower pot kind of went down a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna take about 24 hours to dry. I recommend, if you're going to keep it for a little while, to put it in the fridge because this will mold. You can also encase in resin if you also want to do that. But But yeah, this is meant for a project to kind of engage yourself with, the texture of the paints and the canvas, but it's also a way to recognize that art is always going to be fleeting and you must learn to let go. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. This was really fun, and I hope you have a wonderful night.